Well, hello, welcome to another episode of Financial QB TV. I am Richard Reyes, Orlando's own financial quarterback and certified financial planner. Our family over the last few months has been being caregivers to my father-in-law. He's 94 years old, has had a pretty long and really happy life, but as always, at some point, the bodies, even the healthiest of bodies, do give out. Over many years, I've advised many of my clients over the issue of long-term care, and I have firsthand knowledge through observing them and also observing my own situation that the longer that you ignore the topic, the longer that you kick this can down the road, the worse it will become when it gets here, or the worse it will be when it gets here. And let me tell you something, it will always get here. So I want to give you three myths, three issues that I always see people telling me about this subject. Number one is I will pay for it myself. Well, yes, I will let you know that some of you might be able to pay for it, but for the most part, you will not. Facilities are very expensive, anywhere from $80,000 to $100,000 a year, and that's in today's dollars. The other thing to understand is that Medicare does cover a little bit of skilled care for a very small, limited amount of time, but long-term care is not skilled care. And also to understand that your healthcare supplement doesn't cover long-term care either. It's also understandable that some people might want to stay at home. However, you still need a healthcare staff to come in and help. And even that can run a couple of $1,000s, depending on how much you need them, a couple of $1,000s a week. So understand that it does get expensive. Medicaid facilities and hospice facilities are available, but they're pretty hard to come by. Also consider this. If you or your wife have assets of, let's say, $500,000 or maybe a little bit more, this will easily wipe you out if one of you has an extended care need. So you have to understand that there is no reason you cannot afford not to have some sort of long-term care plan. Number two is my family will take care of me. Well, I'm here to let you know that it's wishful thinking at best. All right? Time, distance, both spouses working have made it quite difficult for families to provide the needed care, outside of your spouse, of course. Most children live far away from home, will live far away from their parents. So it's kind of unrealistic to think that on any given week, your son and daughter is going to fly from Minnesota, California, Seattle, or even Georgia to take care of you for weeks at a time. It's unrealistic. Besides, even your son and daughter, even if they are able to take care of you, they will need assistance from healthcare staff, to do other things that they're not going to be able to do. And there's a myriad of things they're not going to be able to do. Now, if you still think that your son, daughter, or spouse are going to take care of you at your house, I want you to do this test and see if it works. If you pass this test, then yes, they'll be able to take care of you. I want you to lie down on the floor, and I want you to ask your son, your daughter, or your wife, or all three of them, to pick you up off the floor, carry you around the house, even carry you to the garage and set you in the car. If they're able to pass this test, then maybe, yes, maybe, then your kids and your wife can take care of you at your house. And number three, what people tell me is it's not going to happen to me. Listen, folks, you're fooling yourselves. We're all aging. I'm aging. We're all aging. Okay? It's not an issue of if you will need it. It's now become an issue of when you will need it. There's no magic pill and no magic government program which is going to keep you young. You will get old. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you that please, please, please plan for how you're going to take care of long-term care. How are you going to do it? You cannot afford not to have this plan. Okay? And I'll see you next time on Financial QB TV.